I was thinking recently just how we live in an instant society. You know, Unfortunately, just because of how technology has just catapulted us into, just a new world with the internet, with cell phones, how with text messaging, with email, how we just think, everything is instant. Everything should be responded to in a matter of seconds. And that, we're just constantly being bombarded with um, technology and things that we need, are being asked to do or request something that's being requested of us. And, the anticipation is that, we'll respond right away. And what I wanted to just share was, as a real estate professional, real estate, buying and selling real estate is not instant. And I want to use the analogy of going through a drive-through restaurant versus sitting in a restaurant having a five-course meal. Because buying and selling real estate is not instant. It is a process. It is not like you can just drive up to the drive-through, order your house, and go to the next window, pay, and it's over. It's more like you go to the restaurant, you sit down, you look at the menu, you see what your options are, you decide on the five-course meal. They deliver your appetizer, they deliver your salad, they give you time to eat those things. They deliver your entree. They give you time to eat that entree. They then may deliver you a glass of wine or offer you, ask if you want a cup of coffee. They let you drink the coffee or the wine. They then come back and offer you your dessert. And you sit there and you eat your dessert. And then you've completed your five-course meal. And I said all that to say that is how real estate buying and selling works. You are going to have a menu of things that need to be completed throughout the process. Number one, you're going to get approved by a lender. You're going to connect with your real estate professional. They're going to set up a search so that they can start sending you properties if you're buying. If you're selling, they're going to provide you with the listing presentation, a CMA to kind of tell you what your house is worth. They're going to, on the buying side, they're going to, once you've identified the house you want, they're going to submit an offer. They're going to wait for a response on that offer. If there's a counter offer, they're going to contact you so they can negotiate the counter offer. Once the negotiations are complete and everybody's on the same page, then they're going to start scheduling inspections for you. They're going to wait for those inspections to come back so you can see if there's anything that you need to have the seller address on your behalf or what it is that's going to need to be repaired. After that, you're going to go to the closing. You're going to review the information and documents with your real estate professional, your lender, and then the closing attorney is going to, take you through the process of signing your documents. So this is a process. It is not instant. This is not drive-through. This is like going to a sit-down restaurant having a five-course meal. So I just wanted to share that briefly with you because I just want you to understand what it is you're getting into when you're buying and selling real estate. We don't live in the instant generation. I know, we wish we did. And on some things, you might be getting things instantly. But when you're buying and selling real estate, it's a five-course meal. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.